different type of a sport here. Not only is it the jiu-jitsu, but there's also got to be some fight in the competitor.
My name is JT Tilley, and you've been watching CarJitsu Hajime. Pro League Network has landed in Dubai. We have teamed with our good friends at Nissan to present CarJitsu Showdown right here at the Coca-Cola Arena in the best hot sports, Dubai. Tonight, this audience will witness a 4-man tournament for the World Cardship. Our battleground will be the new Nissan Magnite, the roomiest subcompact in the game. Tonight, PLN needs this vehicle to the test with 4 professional CarJitsu matches inside of a Magnite. But inside, it has more room than any of our athletes have ever experienced in a CarJitsu match. And that to be a... Right now, our host, Dallin Getling, is backstage with Pound.
Jessie? LaRoy? This bucket, we're going to flip it. This here is tails. Okay, and this side is head. I'm going to let it is. So you get, what do you want?
Drive, man. I'm always driving.
Okay, man. I don't know, this is a new vehicle, so just take and check it out. Big combat sports background, CarJitsu. Wanting to get on this. What are you doing?
Been doing jiu-jitsu for 13 years on
the cool application.
Oh yeah, I get some fat.
Okay, so far?
Oh, the Dubai is beautiful.
And we're going to start the match, okay? All right, LaRoy, what'd you think, man?
Spacious, very spacious.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
I mean, they was talking about it's a compressed or compact. I'm like, this is the most space we ever had.
Okay.
Most space.
Well, it'd be a shame if you do any damage to it, but you got to do what you got to do, right?
Got to do what I got to do.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not flipping the bill.
And what's new with you, man?
Well, I currently got my dream bike this year, so I'm loving it. I'm just riding.
That makes sense. When we're driving around, we saw the delivery guys, and you're like, that's a dream job. I would love to just drive my bike around and do that because you have your dream bike.
Exactly. I can, like, ride around, explore the sights, see the entire city, and get paid at the same time.
Okay.
That's a dream.
What's the dream bike, real quick?
It'd be a 750 Jexer.
Okay, right on.
It's a super.
Okay, well, now we're going to focus on the Magnite right here, okay? Okay, so get in there. We're going to start the match. You comfortable? You ready?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
Okay, brother. Let's do it. Good luck. Oh, thank you.
The competitors begin seated with safety belts fastened. When the match starts, they unbuckle and engage, using any part of the vehicle to their advantage. It takes a submission to win the round at CarJitsu Championship. If the bout is even after 2 rounds, we go to a 3rd round and possibly sudden death to decide a winner. And here we are inside of this beautiful Nissan Magnite. Former champion LaRoy Davis in the driver's seat. Newcomer Jessie Nutting.
Buckle up.
in the passenger seat. And let's listen in.
Show your hands. Hands down. Hajime!
And we're off. And right away, Jessie Nutting is out of the seatbelt but stays in the passenger seat. You can see his inexperience here. LaRoy Davis just takes his time, slides over into the passenger seat, and you've got a nice shot of his big round butt. The seatbelt assassin, he's called himself, and so he will definitely be looking for some seatbelt chokes tonight. But right now, he's got a much larger man pressuring him into the ceiling here, and we're going to check the rear view mirror here on this Nissan Magnite, make sure it's going to make it through the scuffle. LaRoy Davis, a powerlifting champion, very strong, very skilled as a fighter. And here at CarJitsu Championship, no matter what they tell you, it is a fight. There may not be any strikes, but you can use anything inside the vehicle as a weapon. The seat belt, the steering wheel, right now the door frame, the rear view mirror, the headrest. You see the headrest used a lot of times. Right now, Jessie Nutting is just smashing LaRoy Davis outside the vehicle. LaRoy Davis has the driver's side window ledge across the small of his back. He's trying to hip out and kind of shrimp away, but he's stuck there. Now both of these gentlemen inside the driver's side window of this tiny, tiny compact car. Keeping in mind, at any point you can go out of the window, but if you fall out and touch the side of the point, these guys are suspended using their feet. You can see here using their feet against the ceiling of the car. They're suspending themselves. There's about 400 pounds of man meat here, and as long as they're going to be suspended, they can continue to grapple, but if one of them touches the ground, we immediately restart. Jessie's trying to make a little bit of, whoa, and here we go. It's going to be a restart. These two guys fall out of the driver's side window, and so without a break, LaRoy gets back in the driver's seat, and Jessie going to pull up these britches here and get into the passenger seat. Looks like Jessie hit his elbow on the way down. He's nursing it here. And you can listen to the breathing of the competitors, and you can see here, this is an absolutely grueling pace. These two gentlemen, different levels of fitness, as you can see. LaRoy Davis is barely phased here. Jessie Nutting sucking hind tit. And here's our restart.
Show your hands. Hands down. Hajime!
And we're back. Right away, LaRoy Davis blocks the seatbelt escape. Jessie Nutting is just too tired to really defend much at all. He stays in the passenger seat, and now he's got the seatbelt around his neck. LaRoy Davis is trying to close the deal here. He's got the seatbelt, but Jessie's fighting it. Jessie needs out of there badly. He's outside of the car. That does not mean he's out of danger. All right, Jessie removes the seatbelt from the neck. LaRoy's coming back at him. He's going from the backside. He's trying to choke this guy out by any means necessary. He's going to put his feet on the side of this door here and make some leverage for himself, but unfortunately the seatbelt was not across the appropriate part of the throat. And now we've got a little bit of an arm lock here by Jessie, but there's nowhere to take it. We're just going to breathe here for a few minutes and probably move into round two. At CarJitsu Championship, you must win the round by submission. So that looks like there will not be a winner of round one, and there will not be a break between rounds. Keep in mind, immediately we will reset and start round two, and that's about to happen now.
First round was a draw. First round was a draw, no submission.
All right, and you heard their lead official, Kyron Bowen. He says the first round is a draw. That means there's no winner, and we will immediately move to round two with no break. Disadvantage for Jessie here. He's admittedly he's the bigger guy, the little bit more portly, and so now he's got the disadvantage of being behind the steering wheel. He is also dog tired, and there is no break. So Jessie's going to have a tough time this round, but he is a fighter, and anything can happen. All right, we're off. LaRoy stumbles getting out of the seatbelt there, but he also blocks the escape of Jessie Nutting. Now LaRoy's going to go vertical here. He's got his feet on the passenger side door, and he's just going to go ahead and extend here and try to push through this front headlock that Jessie has. If you listen closely, you can hear the breathing of Jessie Nutting. He's absolutely exhausted, but he's still in the fight. Now he's been mounted very easily here, I'd say. LaRoy Davis just kind of steps over. He's in mount, and he's fiddling with that left arm. Jessie's left arm is out the window. It looks like he's trying to get an arm bar on the window ledge, but Jessie's going to go ahead and bring that elbow in now and defend. But he's still in a horrible, horrible position. A lot of pressure here. And this is what I tell you when I say CarJitsu is not only grappling, it's also a fight. Right now you can see LaRoy Davis is taking his knee. He's creating pressure with his knee on the neck and chin of Jessie Nutting. He's looking for the tap. And there it is. LaRoy Davis, TKO victory in round 2. That makes him the winner of this match. And Jessie Nutting,
Let's exit and get you checked out. Come on.
looks like he's going to go get checked out by the medics. We'll let you know how he's doing a little later in the show. But that's your winner, folks. The former champ, LaRoy Davis. And we're going to go down now to this beautiful, beautiful SUV and our host, Getling.
I'm here with the winner, LaRoy. You had one job was to win, but you hadn't had 2 jobs.
And for a new competitor to the sport, he came in guns blazing.
Yeah.
I mean, he dominated that whole first round. I had to slip out the window. I was trying to aim for an armbar because there's so many space.
Right.
But he followed me right out and pinned me.
And then the second round too, he was going for the guillotine, yeah?
Strong. I almost blew out my arm trying to resist him. Like my whole shoulder, my rotator cuffs, everything just flaring and pulsing. I'm like, oh yeah. And then I was like, oh no. and you're like 10 seconds. I'm like, okay, we got this.
So talk me through the transition when you were in the guillotine, then you ended up being on top, and then all the way through the finish.
So I was in the guillotine and I was trying to take his back. But in the end, he shifted his weight to his rear end, so he sat back and I just followed him. And then he had me underneath, but he was cranking too hard and I had the seat belt snatching underneath his armpit.
Did you have it before you got in that position?
Before I got in the position,
Okay.
I already had the seat belt.
I
So
was thinking.
once he let loose his grip, I used my open hand to pry it down and wrap the seat belt around. And I was trying to crank it in the window, but I couldn't get it.
So then what did he tap on?
He tapped on the fact that I was trying to choke him out with the seatbelt once I got it under his beard.
Oh, okay.
But then he peeled it off, and I cinched up and threw my knee on his chest, lower chin, and I just pushed my head against the ceiling.
Wow.
Pure pressure.
Great job. Yeah, he said something about he thought his teeth went through his lip. We'll have to check on him.
We have
but,
to.
Man, you got the W, so congratulations. Great job. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to my fans. Is Dark Horse Gym. We just bought a new gym, and I spent the whole week before this moving like 800 pounds of pure plates.
Oh.
So I was pretty much sore. But now I got all that strength, and I'm ready to go.
Okay, now you got a little bit of time to recover here. You got to put these in, look in the camera, and say, I am LaRoy Davis, the seatbelt assassin.
I mean, you got to put some flair on this. You be like, I am.
LaRoy Davis! tails. This is heads. Vince, you call it in the air.
Heads.
It is tails. So, Minski, you have your choice.
I'm driving straight through Dubai.
All right, brother, check it out. He's going to get in there and look at that car. You've kind of moved away a bit off of camp, so we had to keep bringing you back. Where are you at now?
I'm at Factory X in Denver, Colorado.
How's that going?
It's amazing. I'm training under Mark Montoya, and it's a fantastic gym. A lot of UFC legends coming out of there. So
You get to train with those guys?
yeah, I train with them every day. So my talent has just continued to grow, and hopefully it keeps going.
Well, you are already the champion, so it's a little dangerous, but that's good to hear, brother. All right.
Always room for improvement.
Yes. Check it out, Minski. All right, man. What'd you think? I know that you've not really been a fan of the smaller cars.
Yeah, no, I'm a little vertically challenged and sometimes in these compact vehicles, so we're going to see a little difference here.
You like this? You ready?
Oh, the boogeyman's here.
All right, brother. Go in there and get some.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's round one of Stephen Minski versus Vincent Bryan. Now, again, Vincent Bryan,
Buckle up.
he's the interim world middleweight CarJitsu champion. Stephen Minski is a top contender.
Show your hands. Hands down. Punch it.
And we're off. And right away, Stephen Minski attempts to block the seatbelt escape to Vincent Bryan, but Vincent Bryan just goes right out the passenger side window, and he's trying to take the left arm of Stephen Minski with him. And it looks to be he wants to finish quickly with something high percentage like this, and Minski's just not going to have that. Minski's now all the way in the passenger seat with Vincent Bryan. There's a lot of pressure here. Now, keep in mind, at any point, that door could open. And if that door opens and either fighter falls to the floor, we restart. Each competitor has one door open per round if they need to make a little bit of room to work. Now, right now, it looks like they're both content to leave the door closed. Minski chasing Bryan as far out the window as he can, looking for a head and arm choke. Now he's looking to just make some pressure. He wants the right arm of Bryan, but it doesn't look like there's enough leverage here to do much. Now, Vincent Bryan can now reach down and touch the mat if he wants to restart the round, or he can exhaust his tiny legs, and there you can see them by just balancing 400 pounds on the legs. It looks like he's trying to get out here and restart, and that's what will happen. So lead official Kyron Bowen will restart the This Nissan Magnite is a beautiful SUV, but the one thing that's very deceptive is how much room they have inside. You can just look here in the front seat. You got both of these guys have enough time to kind of take a deep breath, extend their legs, and relax. They could take a full-on nap if they wanted to. It's a giant SUV in terms of interior space. I think I dated that girl. Here we go. Now he's in mount. Minski immediately in the passenger seat. He's got the seatbelt around the throat of Vince Bryan, and Vincent Bryan, for the first time, is in trouble. Vincent Bryan is in the hangman's noose. Stephen Minski's got his back. He's turned this into a rear naked choke, and now Vincent Bryan is fighting the hands. He's got to get out of this choke, or he will go into life in the passenger seat of this Nissan. And there's a tap. Wow! Stephen Nissan by out in the passenger seat. Wow.
It's a fight. You both fought before.
All right, Stephen Minski's got a little bit of experience here. He's going to go ahead and do a very dramatic handshake and a little bit of a celebratory thing here, but really what he's doing is catching his breath because there is no break in between the rounds at CarJitsu Championship. Wow, great performance by Steven Minski. He gets the submission on the champion. In round 2, Vincent Bryan needs a win so he can force this into the 3rd round in the back seat. All right, immediately Steven Minski blocks the exit again. But Vincent Bryan strong. He's going to make some space here. He's going to push the head down. These guys now are just in a tit-for-tat situation. All right, Vincent Bryan's locking up the left arm of Minski. Minski brings it inside, looking to take the back of Vincent Bryan. Steven Minski is completely standing up inside this car. 6'1", standing completely up. Great leverage. And Vincent Bryan is just fighting for position at this point. So Vincent Bryan's going to lay the seat down here. Oh, and he taps Steven Minski out with ceiling pressure. Holy smokes. Wow, I'd like to see the replay of this. He just used his strength to smash his opponent against the ceiling of the automobile until there was no more. Minski by that submission. And that's what we have to say here at CarJitsu Championship. It's not always just grappling skill that come into play here. This can become a fight very quickly. And when Vincent Bryan's back was against the wall, he just smashed his opponent up against the ceiling of the car until he had to tap. Now look how slowly Steven Minski is getting in the back seat. Again, there are no breaks in between rounds at CarJitsu Championship. What is it? And that he's got 22 matches at CarJitsu.
Hands down. Hajime!
And it's round 3, no seatbelts in round 3. These guys are on even ground, and the winner of this round will progress to the finals. This is a 3-minute round. At the end of the 3 minutes, if there is no clear winner, we will go to sudden death, and the first dominant position will win the match. Round 3. And listen to the breathing of these two grapplers.
Show your hands.
Exhausted. All right, both get up quickly. Head to head in the back seat. Vincent Bryan's trying to control the posture of Steven Minski. Steven at this point just looking to get off of his back, and it's a bad situation when you know you only have 3 minutes to work. Minski, you can see his cardio is failing him. He's getting to a position here where he's almost desperate. He can barely breathe. There's a lot of pressure. Look at the eyes of Steven Minski. He's just absolutely being swarmed by Vincent Bryan. And that's it. He's tapped out. We've got a verbal tap from Steven Minski, and Vincent Bryan pulls it out. Vincent Bryan will move to the final round where he will face LaRoy Davis for the world title. And we just want to make sure that Steven Minski is okay. And it looks like they're going to take him to see the medic. And let's go down to the back seat of this Magnite and our host, Dallin Getling.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Did you miss it?
Yeah.
Well, you get to keep it for at least a little bit longer. Now that match didn't start out like you thought it would. Talk me through that.
I think the jet lag combined with just a weird schedule, didn't get to eat, combined with him just being a very good competitor. He knew he had to come in here and start strong, and I knew that he would because he's bigger than me. So I was planning on just going to the 3rd. I got some weird positions. Normal submissions don't tend to work in the car, right? Except the rear naked choke, obviously. I think he busted my lip up pretty bad on that first one. I got some blood in the mouth guard, but I just knew that the heat combined with my conditioning from training at altitude would give me the win, and it did.
So you knew the longer it went, you thought you liked your chances better.
Yeah, because he's explosive. He started off really strong. Ideally, I would have had the driver's seat, but he won the coin flip, so just doing what I can with what I can.
Dude, you've got to talk us through that. That submission you got is basically he was on top and you just...
A lot of people would probably give that position up because, you know, that's him almost having my back.
Right.
But in one of my earlier matches against Jackson Hewitt, I think his name was, he got me with that really tall guy. I didn't tap, but he had me against the ceiling and didn't realize how close I was to tapping. So I thought, once I felt that I had him stuck there, I just drove everything I had into the ground.
Where's the pressure? Where are you putting the pressure?
So it's his entire, your lungs, and your back brutal.
Wow.
Because unlike a normal choke, you just can't get oxygen into your lungs. It's a terrible feeling.
Man, well, congratulations. That was the first time we've ever had that. And then, of course, you won that last round with a neck crank.
The second one, it was a bit of a variation. Again, it's really hard to finish normal submissions. I got the dominant position. I had him kind of crunched over, and he was kind of leaned back like this. And he had already started to kind of cave his head down. So I just let gravity kind of do its thing, pushed on the back of his head, crunched him down. I knew he was already really tired from that last one, so...
And that the hard way. So, but where'd he tap? Because we didn't see it.
He was tapping.
You were a good sport.
I think he was about to go out on that one. He also did a verbal tap whenever he was up there, but he was having trouble getting the words out because you can't get any oxygen in.
Sure.
So I was trying to wait till the ref stepped in. So.
But you didn't. You guys both stopped.
Well, eventually I stopped because he managed to get it out and did a verbal tap. The second one, he did a tap. It wasn't super hard, but like I saw it and I didn't want to be mean. Yeah. The second one was.
Well, congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
And you like your chances with your 100%, right?
I do. I'm just a competitor. I just love competing, man.
All right.
He's a great competitor. Shout out Lolo. Thanks for letting me borrow your gi pants. Yeah, I'm just happy to be.
Want to give a shout out to?
Thank you, Mark Montoya. Just thank you to everybody who's helped me.
Awesome. Your winner, Vincent Bryan!
Tap! Tap!
And with the preliminary matches out of the way, the Nissan Magnite will now join us here in the arena for the remainder of the show. The audience is filtering in nicely. Hasbullah is here. Also Anthony Joshua. But tonight is all about the Nissan Magnite. We're going to crown a world champion, but we're also going to test the world's toughest SUV.
Minski? Sir. All right, we're going to do this. Coin toss. Some in the air.
Yes, sir.
Hold this mic for me.
Yes, sir. Heads.
It is heads. Oh. So you get your choice. Where do you want to start?
You're driving straight to Dubai.
All right, brother. Driver's seat. Get in there. All right, Jesse. So you got to compete earlier. Chance to that first fight that you want to apply to this next one.
The first one was my first time. This time I'm going to be more aggressive. I'm going to use that card to my advantage, and I'm going to put pressure on him.
Pressure?
Pressure.
Like top pressure?
Whatever pressure I can give by using that card to my advantage.
All kinds of pressure?
All kinds of pressure.
And you're not going to be nice, right?
No, meaner than a mother.
Okay, thank you for stopping right there. All right, brother. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
All right, Minski, yesterday at the face-offs, there was a little bit of an issue, things got heated, And I know you guys have been talking a lot. Both of you guys have been talking a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But was there something specific that kind of led up to that?
Absolutely. I didn't sleep on my 14-hour stuff. No way.
Okay, man. All right. Anything else?
Absolutely not. We're going to take car naps here real quick.
Okay, he's taking a nap, just to clarify?
Absolutely.
All right, brother. Good luck. Get in there. Let's do this.
And here we are inside
Buckle up.
the front seat of this Nissan Magnite. It's the roomiest of all SUVs. It's incredible how much room there is.
Show your hands.
And we're going to get started.
Hands down.
Now Jesse's in a bad spot here. He's stuck in the passenger seat with Steven Minski just slowly knee on belly over to mount.
He got it.
And he chokes him out with the seatbelt. Oh my God! The shoulder strap across the throat. He got him with an Ezekiel choke using the seatbelt, and Jessie Nutting almost went.
Steven.
He went unconscious. Let's take a look here. This might be the end of the fight. The official's going to just take a look at him here. If he went completely unconscious, that's going to be it. And it looks like he's taking a nap. And ladies and gentlemen, there's your winner, Steven Minski by TKO. All right, taking a look at the replay here. You can see Steven just reaches behind the neck. He pulls the shoulder strap across the front of the throat, and it's an Ezekiel choke using the seatbelt. No one saw it coming, and immediately Jessie Nutting is sleeping. Steven Minski called that car interview.
That was quick. Talk me through it, because I didn't even know he was in trouble. I saw it cross here, but I didn't know it was actually something he was going to submit to. What was going on there?
I just want to make sure he wasn't snoring anymore.
I thought you wanted him to snore some more. So talk about that submission.
Man, it's just coming off the line quick. That's one of my expert's abilities right here, is getting out this seat quick. And once you get that belt around your neck, you're done. This is all about violence, man. This car, you have to be kill or be killed. It's an eat dog world right here.
Well, I didn't see it wrapped. Was it actually wrapped around? I thought it was just on one side.
No, at first I just had his head up against the headrest there and just squeezed and tightened. And then once he readjusted, I brought my hand back around and it was over.
It was over. That was quick, man. Did you break a sweat?
Did I?
I don't think so. All right, buddy. Any shout outs to anybody out there?
Oh, got a shout out to Dubai. I love y'all. Y'all gave me good company. Keep it rocking.
All right, your winner, Steven Sugar Bear Minski. All right, Vince, LaRoy, we're going to do the coin toss. I'm going to let you call it in the air. We've got heads and tails. All right, will you hold this mic? It is tails. It is tails, so LaRoy, you get your choice. Where would you like to start?
Yep, just like Minski, I'm driving.
You think it's going to end the same way?
No.
All right, brother, get in there, check it out. You're obviously the champion, but you have not fought LaRoy before. He's very creative. He's a handful in there. He's a former champion. Is there anything that you feel like you need to adjust or even maybe just be aware of for his style and specific skill set?
Even if there were, I wouldn't be saying it in front of him, but I'm confident in my abilities, and I think everyone's going to see that tonight.
So you don't think you need to change too much because you already got the belt and just keep doing what you're doing?
He's the one that's going to have to adjust to me. I'm the champ. I'm going to show y'all why.
All right, brother. Get in there. Good luck. LaRoy, I know that you are a game no matter what. Whatever the sport is, whatever the situation, whatever the stakes are, but this is a big chance, right? You're a former champion, but you're going against the current champion, and he didn't take that belt from you.
No, he didn't. The real champion, or at least the one that beat me, Zach Moore, strong, but wrestler too. So I got the experience fighting wrestlers.
Got another wrestler. So with all these things going on against the current champion, this huge event, good crowd, how you feeling?
I'm excited, but I'm getting antsy. I want to get in there and get it done.
So you want to end this interview and jump in there and start?
True. The faster, the better. I just want to feel that blood pumping.
Okay, man. Well, let's do it. Good luck.
All right, here we are back at the Nissan Magnite, and we're going to get this fight started right now.
Buckle up. Show your hands. Hands down.
And here we go. It's Vincent Bryan, the middleweight world champion, versus the former champion, LaRoy Davis. LaRoy Davis is a MMA champion, and Vince Bryan is a D1 wrestler. Both of these guys, lots of experience, 12 matches at CarJitsu each, 22 rounds. One of the things you'll notice is that right across the butt cheeks of LaRoy Davis, it says seatbelt assassin. That's because the overwhelming majority of his matches end with him choking his opponent with the seatbelt. Now, right now, we see Vincent Bryan in a little bit of a defensive position. He's being smashed against the passenger side door. One of the things you can do as a defensive measure here at CarJitsu Championship is you are allowed to open the door to make space for yourself, but only once per round. So one thing you might hear is the door click open, and when that happens, if either fighter touches the mat below the car, we restart the action. As always, our lead official, professional fighter, PFL veteran, Kyron Bowen. Jiu-Jitsu black belt. We got a Kimura grip here. It looks like we're going to come outside. That's a good play there by LaRoy Davis. He is a gamer. He was stuck in a bad situation there, and he threw his body onto the mat outside the car, and now we will reset in the seatbelts.
Time. Buckle up.
1 minute, 49 seconds left.
Show your hands.
In round one.
Hands down. Hajime!
All right, you must win the round by submission. And what that means is these guys have 1 minute, 45 seconds to make use of this first 3 minutes. Otherwise, they'll be switching seats for round two with no clear winner. LaRoy Davis is in another Kimura. Threat of a Kimura, and he's going to go ahead and get out of that. LaRoy Davis is the Arkansas State powerlifting champion, so he's got a lot of power inside the car. But once we go outside the car, it gets a little bit dicey. Vincent Bryan kind of lovingly caressing the locks of LaRoy Davis. And as we go outside the car, I will tell you, these gentlemen will sometimes leave the car looking for relief. It's about 85 degrees inside the car right now and rising. Okay, LaRoy's got a body lock here hanging outside of the passenger seat. Vincent Bryan looking for anything, but there's nothing available. He's looking for a choke. And at this point, all he's got to do is just reach down and touch the mat, and we can restart the action. Because right now, not a lot happening in the way of offense for Vincent Bryan.
Reset.
And there we go.
Back to your original seat.
All right, we got about 26 seconds left in round one. And these guys are going to buckle back in and start again. And I got to tell you, this is absolutely excruciatingly exhausting. Getting in and out of this seat is tough, especially if you're behind the steering wheel.
You have about 30 seconds, guys. Show your hands. Hands down. Hajime!
All right. Notice as we're grappling in these front seats that these leather seats are taking a beating, and they are going to make it to the end of this match without fail. Beautiful, beautiful leather seats inside the Nissan Magnite.
10 seconds.
With 10 seconds left in round one, it looks like no clear winner, and that means round two's winner will win the match.
Time.
And there you have it.
Switch seats, fellas.
All right, so no clear winner,
And that means that we're going to go to round 2. We're going to switch starting positions and get right back to the action. Vincent Bryan training at Factory X Muay Thai. Head coach Mark Montoya. And, of course, LaRoy Davis training in Dexter, Missouri at Dark Horse Gym. These two gentlemen have never faced each other, but they are two champions at CarJitsu, and I cannot wait to see how this match fleshes out.
All right, LaRoy Davis commenting on the wonderful seatbelt. And here we go, no break between rounds at CarJitsu. So it's 9 minutes of continuous action. And we are in round 2 already, 3 minutes left. Vincent Bryan coming out the driver's side window. LaRoy Davis, top pressure into. Guys, grab wrist control. And that's happening now. Looks like Vince has escaped. Now Vince is going to go ahead and put some pressure on LaRoy. We're going to try to go out the window again. And you can listen to the breathing these opponents here. These guys are giving it everything they've got. We've got a guillotine. Vince Bryan loses the guillotine, and now he's sitting on his feet inside the driver's side seat. Very little room. Now 2 men coming out the window. And now LaRoy's going to go back inside. Listen to this, the breathing of these competitors. This is a tough situation for both guys. Anything can happen with this window ledge on this car here. And so you're looking at one of these happenstance situations. Now Vincent Bryan is trying to go outside the car and back into the back window. And he aborts that mission as well. Again, LaRoy Davis is getting wrist control with the shoulder strap. And we've got about 1.5 minutes left in the second round. Shoulder pressure from LaRoy Davis. Vincent Bryan just trying to make a little room for himself. The seatbelt assassin in the first offensive position of the match. You've got about 380 pounds of man in this fight. And oh, Vincent Bryan has got the shoulder strap around his carotid. He's in a bad situation right now, and he's going to have to escape or he will lose this title. LaRoy Davis loses the choke, now goes for the old school choke. And now you've got an interesting position here. But Vince has reached down, he's touched the mat on the side of the car, and what that means is we're going to restart. So great move by Vince. And with less than a minute remaining, we've got two very gassed jiu-jitsu practitioners just looking for an opportunity.
Right. Show your hands. Hands down.
Vincent Bryan in the driver's seat. LaRoy Davis reaches over for the shoulder strap. Now the shoulder strap is around the neck, but Vincent is looking like he's going to have top position here. A lot of pressure on these seats, and they are not giving. All the controls inside the car still in good shape. In fact, yesterday we had a match, a preliminary match, and they were finding out that if you tap in the right place, you can completely change the lighting inside the car. So hopefully they'll do that for us. All right, the butt cheek of LaRoy Davis up against the headrest. That's not the way that's intended to be used, but again, LaRoy Davis, the seatbelt assassin, is trying to stay next to that shoulder strap at all costs. Vincent Bryan slowly making his way to the back, but there's only 8 seconds left to work. So Vince is going to have to pull something out of a hat, or we're going to the back seat. And there you have it. That's 2 big rounds. No winner. And now we go to the back seat for 3 minutes. If there's no clear winner after the 3 minutes, we will go to sudden death, and the first point scored will win the match. ADCC rules.
Can we slide this one up a bit?
Hey, yeah, let's do it both of them. Yeah. Kyron, get that one.
I want you guys to take a look at the back seat of this car. We're going to slide these seats up, and you'll see how roomy the Nissan Magnite is. And you've just seen 4 professional jiu-jitsu grapplers beat the absolute hell out of this car, and it's still ticking. In fact, I'm driving it home.
Show your hands. Hands down.
And we're off. No shoulder straps in the back this time, so body lock by Vince. He's going to get top position. He smashes the forehead of LaRoy into the side of the car door. I know how hard LaRoy's head is, and so that's another testament to the car. Now LaRoy's going to come outside, and one of the things that's going to be a problem for Vince is that there are no leg locks at CarJitsu Championship. That means outside of the car is safety, but it's also a waste of time. All right, over to the passenger side rear. Trying to make just a little bit of room here. And it looks like he's going to attempt some sort of a back take, but again, we've got ourselves a good position for Vince. All he has to do is touch the mat and we'll restart. So he's got some strength here, but he's also he's got to he's got to make sure and not by that door jam.
Two minutes, guys.
All right, we're about to restart. Our lead official, Kyron Bowen.
Hands down.
And we're off. All right, now we've got two big wrestlers going at it in the back seat of this Magnite, and they've got about 2 minutes to decide which one's going to walk out of here as the world champion and which one is going to walk out of here with a headache. Seatbelt assassin pressuring the top of his back to the ceiling of the car to avoid his back being taken. Standing up in that back seat, plenty of room. He's trying to take that that armbar over the door jam. We've seen a few finishes at CarJitsu like that, but this guy is not going to fall for it. So we're back inside, and we're in a very loving embrace. And you can see by the breathing of these two gentlemen that this is probably the most activity either of them have ever had in the back seat of a Nissan. LaRoy, that's something that he does for the lady fans. Now look here, Vincent Bryan's got a body lock, but he's going all the way around the headrest. At CarJitsu Championship, any part of the car can be used to defeat your opponent. So he's using that car in every way possible, and getting that body lock and holding onto that headrest is a good way to keep your opponent in place, but you've got less than a minute to submit him or we're going to sudden death. We get a side headlock from LaRoy, and now we don't. Vincent Bryan's got the back now. He's fishing for that rear naked choke, and LaRoy is looking to get out the window. Lots of heavy breathing in the back seat of this car. And now it looks like the door is going to be an integral part here of this match, because LaRoy Davis does not want to come back inside the car and get choked. Vincent Bryan fiddling with the feet as if to say, come here. And we're back inside now. This car's a rocking. All right, Vincent Bryan just removed the Vincent Bryan removes the headrest so he can make some room here, and then LaRoy realizes the jig is up. He's got to move. The next person to make a dominant position happen in the back of this car will win this match, and it's anybody's game. Vincent's got the overhook, and he's got the leg. He just wants probably to get mount. LaRoy Davis is looking to try to take back. And one of these guys is about to walk out of here with the win. We're 9 minutes deep in this Nissan Magnite, and as you can see, the interior of this car looks immaculate. Oh, he rams LaRoy's head into the top of the car, and now he's got the arm. Oh, he's got a bad situation here. He's trying to use the side of the car here. LaRoy Davis is in a horrible spot, and it doesn't look like there's much defense other than to open the door. He's got the door open, and Vince closes it. Now Vince is trying to and go. He's got the wrist lock. He's got the door open, and LaRoy Davis touches the mat, and he's going to force a reset, but he's going to have a reset that starts right back in the back of the car. So Vince is going to, oh, and he does it. Vince uses his legs to avoid the reset. We're going to get back inside. No seat belts, and the first dominant position wins. Now, folks, we are about 11 minutes into this match, and there has been no break. So these boys are exhausted, but neither of them came and here we go. This is for all the marbles, friends. It's like two bulls in the back seat of this Magnite. This whole car is shaking And inside, it looks like we've got a battle for the ages here. Vince Bryan's trying to use fundamental wrestling to win this match, get in a good position. LaRoy Davis using his athleticism and his fancy gi pants. Now these gentlemen can use the gi pants for grips. They cannot use the rash guard. So, oh, we've got an anaconda, excuse me. And it looks like this might be a tap to win the match. Otherwise, he might use it just to get into position. But we've got an anaconda in place. We've got LaRoy Davis just trying to make as much height as he can in the back of this car. I want you to notice that he's standing in the seat and he's standing all the way up, and there's plenty of room still inside for a grappling match. Now, we're going to have an inverted Vince Bryan now. He's going to go upside down and try to finish this, but to finish an anaconda inside of a Magnite is near impossible. Now Vince had removed the headrest from the passenger seat, and that's given him enough room over here to work, and he's going for that left arm again. LaRoy Davis is exhausted. Takes a lot of oxygen to run those big muscles. And so LaRoy is hanging on for dear life, but if he can get to the back, he can win this match. Now these gentlemen only get one restart per round, so there won't be any restarts to be a battle until there's a winner. And look at Vince. Vince is in now. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Vincent Bryan retains the CarJitsu Championship world title. The middleweight champion, after a 14-minute battle, will take home the belt. Congratulations, Vince. Fantastic match. Thank you, LaRoy Davis, for your time. But it's time for the post-fight interview. Let's go ahead and go down to the back seat and our host, Dallin Getling.
You did it, brother. Apparently, that was quite a match. You guys had to make up the one that we started out with, right?
It wasn't intentional, but yeah, we got 2 matches worth at least.
Yeah, I don't think he would have chosen that.
Yeah, no, he's got probably better cardio than anybody else in the league. Thankfully, I've been training at altitude in Denver. I'm also getting ready for an MMA fight, so, you know, the cross-train's been real. He's an animal. After a few of those submission attempts that I thought were going to finish, I knew he was a tough guy. He's not gonna tap. I had to beat him on cardio.
So you had the Kimura in the first round, but you were so far out the window, he was able to jump and reset. But then talk me through that. Was it an armbar that you had going out this window in that last round?
I transitioned between an armbar, Kimura, Americana, everything. It wasn't getting him. Normal submissions don't always work in the car. You got to get creative, and when your opponent is just as creative, you got to go to cardio.
So you think cardio is actually what won it for you?
Definitely. By the end of it, I saw he was tired. I jumped on him, got the hooks in. I knew that because I was nearing my limit.
Right.
He's a great competitor. We've been talking crap to each other all week, but he's a great dude.
Yeah, you guys are good sports. I love that camaraderie. Hey, I want to give you a chance to give a shout out to your team, your family, whoever you want. Look right in that camera and give them a shout out.
Factory X, thank you guys for helping me. My coach Joey Gomez from back home, thank you for getting me in the biggest gym possible, helping me out. I just want to thank everybody who's coming out here tonight. I'm excited to show y'all this new sport, and let's keep it growing, y'all.
Your winner and champion, Vincent Bryan!
Well, friends, there you have it. CarJitsu Showdown is in the books, and what an evening of vehicular manslaughter we have just witnessed. For everybody here at the Coca-Cola Arena, PFL, Nissan Middle East, and everyone back home at Pro League Network, my name is JT Tilley. Thanks for watching. Hajime!
This is a different type of the sport here. Not only is it the jiu-jitsu, but there's also got to be some fight in the competitor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a crime in progress. This is what it looks like if you get attacked in your car by a guy that trains jiu-jitsu. Again, this is what a murder looks like in progress right here.
My name is JT Tilley, and you've been watching CarJitsu. Hajime.
different type of a sport here.